Nigerians are highly entrepreneurial people. Nigerians are highly intelligent people, but some of us can be ambitious, and we are very much aware of that. Leadership of African National Congress. We're indeed very grateful for hosting us, for giving us the opportunity to come make our case and to look for ways of collaborations. I mean, there are a few things that have been mentioned here which I feel that are very cogent and very important, but one cannot but highlight few of those issues that we feel must bind us. One is the shared history of colonization, which we believe that we all have that same experience, and one way or the other it has shaped who we are today and how we relate and engage even within ourselves and with the outside world. We also believe that in the scope of things, South Africa and Nigeria are two regional powers, and I want to quote, there's a famous quote I like to use by Comrade Nelson Mandela that says that for Africa to be fully decolonized and to be fully liberated, it would take two strong regional powers, South Africa and Nigeria, to lead the way. And I don't think there's anything far-fetched from that particular quote, because we believe that we must find a way to unite these two regional powers together to start addressing those African-wide issues that are of common denominator to all of us. And we also believe that the economic ties between Nigeria and South Africa is enormous. In fact, some of the conversations we will have within our formation is that there are a lot of economic institutions, South African institutions currently in Nigeria. We have MTN, MultiChoice, SAB, Miller, Standard Trust, and a lot of them. And some of my comrades would ask me that, Chairman, can you point those vice versa institutions so that we can also leave the street and engage properly? And I said, that is a very vital point, and this is also going to provide us that level of opportunity to start, talking frankly, to say that there must be some level of reciprocity in terms of how we engage with ourselves economic-wise. And in terms of political ideology, like the DSG make reference to Comrade Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president, we are very aligned. We are all Africans, and we believe that the ANC and the APC have a lot of things in common in terms of nuances and the way we conduct ourselves in governing our various countries. So what is important here is that we must find ways to address those concerns, because we have identified that there are tensions. And if we keep looking away or believing that there are no tensions, then we'll be lying to ourselves. And we have come here to honestly engage with this government to state that where are those issues? We are here. We are professionals in the community. We lead the community. We know what the problems are. We know who this could be creating the problems. How do we work together? With the understanding that we're all Africans, we understanding that we are all two governing parties leading the two most powerful economies in Africa, our people cannot be fighting each other. There must be some level of framework that could be developed so that the issue of criminality that has been suggested perhaps is overrated, perhaps is a minority within the community, and this minority cannot set the agenda. They cannot dictate the narrative. How do we work together to pull out those elements of criminalities, like you have rightly mentioned, elements of xenophobic that they have mentioned? I say I've been here, I've never experienced xenophobia, whether physical or institutional, because I follow the laws and I follow the rules. Perhaps those conversations are ways of hiding under the lawlessness. We must also be able to be frank and be able to have those conversations. And that's why I bring notable people from the community to state that let's come engage with ANC. This is the governing party. Let us listen to them. Let us know what the problems are, because we want to live in peaceful and progressive community in this and contribute economically, because Nigerians are highly entrepreneurial people. Nigerians are highly intelligent people, But some of us can be ambitious, and we are very much aware of that. But how do we manage those ambitions together? I think that is what is important, so that we don't lose this history that Mama shared when we fought shoulder to shoulder against apartheid and colonization, and all the beautiful stories that exist between South Africa. We mustn't allow these minorities, small elements, to disrupt the greater future that we all dream of and hope to achieve together, as President Mandela has suggested. So, without much ado, I think I'm just going to give opportunity to some of our leaders here to also have their opening remarks and set the agenda, because we want to frame this conversation in a way that is going to be very productive and very precise without wasting your time at all. I think I'm going to start by recognizing, in terms of representation within the country, I would like you to also hear views of different, because there are Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, and there are ways they experience this country differently. So it would be important for us to take cognizance of that and to give people the opportunity to also be able to hear their views.
Do you think that this meeting can really kind of sanitize and rebrand the image of Nigeria in South Africa?
Absolutely, that's what we are on. Because like we rightly said in the meeting, there are so many kids, so many people that are contributing meaningfully to this country. Entrepreneurs, professionals in different regards. And in fact, there are some international forums where South Africa and Nigeria join us to vote and to channel the same cause. So it means that we need to be on ground working. And I don't have any less expectation that this is going to be the solution to the image that we want to correct, the image that we want to redress. Because if we don't do it, it's going to continue to affect our children. Our children are going to continue to have low self-esteem. Our children are going to continue to be traumatized, saying that, Daddy, Mommy, what am I doing here? So that is